So this would pretty much end your brief feud with Triple H. You guys would wrestle a few more times in singles and tag matches on Raw and house shows, but never again in a singles match on a pay-per-view. However, in November at Survivor Series, you both were a part of the first ever Elimination Chamber match for Triple H's world title. Also in the match was Shawn Michaels, Kane, Chris Jericho, and Booker T. What were your thoughts going into this match? Is it being like a new concept and everything like that? Were you kind of looking forward to experiment and seeing what you can kind of do in there?
I was, and we were specifically told to do that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember who it was that told us in the daytime, but they said, this is the first time we're trying this. You guys, if you can, take a look, maybe get up in there, walk around or whatever, see any ideas that you might come up with on how we can utilize this cage. Try and because whatever you say it is, that's what it is. It's our first time, and so we were told that, and I was like, wow, I love being creative.
Yeah. Let's making the most of it. All right. So you and Triple H started the match against each other. Later in the match, you went to the top of a pod and did the frog splash, but you didn't have enough room to jump high, and you came down and crushed Triple H's larynx. What are your memories? Now, I remember, so before we started recording here, I did read an article about how you said, like, you felt really, really bad about all that stuff happening. And, but like, and then Triple H even commented too, he was saying that he could see visually how, like, you didn't have the room, and like, it was kind of like he could sense that it was not going to execute very well from his perspective too. So, do you have any added memories of that or anything that you want to add to that?
Yeah. The idea was presented to me. It wasn't mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, no problem. That sounds cool. Should be no problem. But when I was up there, I was way uncomfortable. It wasn't like I was up there like, oh, I got this, and then just misjudged. I was up there, and I was like, okay, first off, I don't know how much spring to put into it. Because there's no bounce on the cage on what I'm jumping off of, and I couldn't stand straight up. I'm bent over because the ceiling, and so that fucked me up too. Yeah. And so I'm like, I don't know if I should just like drop down, or if I should like jump out. And if I do jump out, am I gonna arch and then land actually with a little distance because I'm up higher? So I remember being up there, and I felt like, wow, this is like do or die. Like, I'm committed. I didn't feel comfortable, but when I jumped, I thought I was, obviously I wouldn't have jumped unless I thought like, I think I got this. I feel like I'm gonna make the best of it, and I guess I should have just dropped straight down. And I, gave a little bit of a jump out. So when I came down, my shin went across his throat, and I didn't know right away that it was hurt. I don't remember exactly when I knew, but I think it crushed his larynx. So it's pretty bad.
Yeah. And I remember too afterwards, like, obviously you finished the match and all that stuff, but geez, that's got to be tough to kind of
old school
kind of stuff.
Old school mentality. Finished the match, and then I heard he took an ambulance ride later, and I think I was surprised, and felt bad. It also felt like I was going to get in trouble too.
Yeah, I can imagine. Both those aspects running through your head.
Yeah.
So did you ever hear that he didn't want to work another pay-per-view with you or anything like that after the fact or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.